Good morning. It is a chilly morning here, so we're going to get those juices flowing. Hope everyone's doing okay this morning. Starting on our backs, focusing our breathing, focusing our intention for being really in the moment with our bodies, paying attention to the messages they're giving us. Shoulders down, shoulder blades slightly together, slowing our breathing. Doing the full yogic breath, aiming for the low part of our lungs so our abdomens rise and then our chest. Keep breathing. I'm going to adjust something. And place our feet flat on the bed, adjusting the lower spine so that it's flat. Going to pull the right knee up on the inhale and release on the exhale. And changing sides. Moving gentle and slowly. Still full of breath. One last set. Remembering the sides may not be equal, and that's okay. Pulling both knees to the chest, gently rocking. And then widening those legs, flexing and pointing. And then knees back together. We're going to do the staff legs to butterfly feet, to staff legs, to knees to chest. And we're going to move with our own breath. Inhaling on the knees to chest, exhaling on the staff, inhaling on butterfly, exhaling on staff, and inhaling on knees to chest again, moving with your own breath. Remembering, of course, modifications. Trying to pull a little bit more each time, even with the staff pulling toward you. Just gently waking those legs and those hips up. Your knees. Last set. And stopping your knees to chest, gently placing those, interlacing those fingers behind the head, and just a gentle, gentle knee to elbow. See if you can get a rhythm with it with your breathing. And releasing down. Going to wake up those arms and shoulders and our upper body just a little bit. So inhaling, we raise our arms up. Exhaling, we snow angel them down, moving with your own breath. And last one in this direction. Leaving our hands by our hips. Full of breath here. Now we're going to change direction. So inhaling up, snow angel hands, and then exhaling down. Moving with your own breath. And one more. Going to move into bridge pose with added knees to chest. You may use your arms or not. You may use modifications or accommodations as needed. And last set. Cross that right ankle over that left knee, threading that right arm through, holding underneath that left knee, just allowing that right hip to release. You may choose to move the leg up and down, or may choose to find a position where it feels like a good stretch. Always remembering to just slightly pull in that left thigh. One last inhale. And exhale and changing on the inhale. So inhaling, changing legs, exhaling. We're into the pose. Remembering, of course, that they may feel different, and that's okay. Just gently allowing those hips to really loosen up and stretch. Allowing those hamstrings behind the knees. Really release. Gently pulling in those right thighs if possible. Remembering there are a lot of different modifications for this inverted pigeon. Last inhale and exhale. On the next inhale, releasing the pose. Just back to knees to chest, so inhaling up. Knees to chest. And then exhaling down. Good. We're going to transition into some seated poses. So inhaling, tighten those abs. Oh, hi, pipe. Pushing the hips back. We're going to sit with our feet in butterfly and just gently, gently rock back and forth, trying to make sure that our spine is nice and straight. Just taking a moment here. If we don't feel up to rocking, just putting the pillows under the knees and using the modifications that feel comfortable for today. And pausing, pushing those knees toward the bed. Paying attention to how different it feels. I'm going to take that right leg and straighten it out. Turning our hip and our heart center toward that right leg, we're going to let our hands walk down and pausing to the point that feels like a good stretch for us today. Trying to get a little bit lower on each exhale. Remembering, of course, we may have a modification or accommodation to have a pillow underneath the knee. On the inhale, tightening those abs, tightening the lower back, walking our back up. We're going to turn and walk toward our bent knee. So just a gentle, gentle, gentle walk. Stopping in the position that feels most comfortable for today. Remember, we may stack our fists, or we may use our arms straight, use a pillow. Really letting that right leg stretch out. Piper, honey. Continuing our nice deep breathing. Tighten the legs, tighten the abs. Walking our hands back, we're going to lift this leg and place it behind us, and then we're going to walk down again, same over that left knee. Finding the position that feels comfortable for that back leg. So the legs are matching each other. This knee is bent and this knee is bent. We're really stretching out the top part of that right thigh. Remembering, of course, to always be careful with our knees. On the inhale, tightening the abs, trying to have a straight back, using the arms to walk ourselves back. We're going to release this leg. Come back to butterfly. Then we're going to do the same thing on the left side. Remembering our sides may not feel equal, and that's okay. Just gently walking, turning the hips and the heart center, walking down that left leg to the point that feels comfortable for today. Falling more on the exhale. Probably should have done this leg first so you could see the bent legs. Really letting those muscles release. Tightening those abs and walking ourselves up. We're going to change so that our heart center is over that right knee, and gently, remember, we try to keep, as we transition, we try to keep our back as straight as possible until it's time to release. Remembering these may feel different, and that's okay. On the next inhale, tightening those abs, straightening that back, walking our leg up, back up. We're going to pull that leg behind us. You may feel a really intense stretch. Just be careful, move to the position that feels most comfortable for you. Again, turning that heart center over that right knee and walking the back down and releasing to the point that feels comfortable. You may want to try playing around with pillows. On the next inhale, tightening those abs, tightening the lower back, walking forward, pulling that underneath the left knee, and coming back into butterfly. I'm going to do a balancing posture from here, and then we're going to go into a chest opener. So gently lifting those knees. My feet aren't going to slide very well because I have socks on. But pulling those knees together, we want to arch the back, arch the chest toward the knees. We're going to hold underneath the knees and come up on our tiptoes and lean our back. So we want a straight back, straight legs. This is a modified boat. Just trying to get into this as comfortable as you can. Pulling that chest up. Noticing your breathing. If you feel up to it, might try to let go of those arms just a little and see if you can use the abs and the legs a little bit more. And we're going to release the feet down. Going to come back on our elbows, putting our fists in our lower back for support. See if we can pull those elbows all the way in, letting that head fall back. If it feels more comfortable to straighten the legs, you may straighten the legs, but we want that upper body to remain the same. Really push that chest up. Now on the inhale, raising the head, dropping the elbows, and opening the legs. You may leave your arms here or place them over your head. Pushing ourselves up, we're going to tighten those abs, and I'm going to check the time. I apologize for that. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there for today, and I want to thank you for joining me for Yoga in Bed. These are some poses to help wake up and loosen up and strengthen the lower back, the core, the hips, the knees, the hamstrings, and wake up those shoulders and get our bodies ready for the day. And if you're wondering what I was doing, I was turning on my heated blanket. So if you don't have a heated blanket on your bed, it's an awesome idea to have on those cool winter mornings. It's time to get out the heater. So I hope you all have an amazing day, and thank you for joining me. Namaste.